Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see, am I recording yet? I'm going to tell y'all about Harley Davidson coils. Let's see, am I recording? Let me see here. Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure because I don't want to start babbling and then have to start over, okay? Okay, about Harley Davidson coils. How to test a Harley Davidson coil. Okay, first off, guys, women, if you own a Harley, if you want to test a coil, you know, because your engine won't run because you're not getting any fire to your spark plug, let me tell you how to do this. Don't listen to these guys that say, hook a multimeter up, which is a voltmeter. You don't need to do all this bullshit, people. All you need is a cheap test light. You know, like at AutoZone, O'Reilly's, CarQuest. It's about $10. You know, it has a ground clip on it. You clip it to like a ground service, like a head bolt on your Harley. I use a head bolt on my Harley Softail. And I just clip it to that. I can put that, you know, test light on any electrical part, and if that light lights up, I can tell by the brightness or the dimness if it's putting out enough electricity, no electricity, or only half the electricity that it actually needs. Okay, use a test light. You know, you might have to do it, you know, like at nighttime when it's darker so you can see the damn thing and the sun, you know, is not shining at you. Like right now, if my Harley was outside, you can see how bright that sun is from my sliding glass doors. You know, I wouldn't be able to make it out. But with my garage door closed, with my Harley in there, the lights turned off, I touch those parts, I can see. And then I can use my flashlight to see where to put my test light at, you know, with it being in the dark. That's going to give me what I need. Okay, my 2002 Softail, last night it would not start. It's a great Harley. It's, you know, got the twin cam, 88 cubic inch, 1450cc Harley. And it was, so I took the seat off. I checked the fuses first. Always check your fuses first when you're not getting fire. Always do this. And the way to know if you're getting fire or not, take a spark plug. Anybody that owns a Harley ought to always have at least one extra set of new spark plugs, 2 extra spark plugs anyway. Just pull one of the plug wires off and plug one of those plugs in. Again, it will need to be dark. And then turn the engine over. You should see spark. You should see spark. If you don't, it's not fire. And then try, you know, the same thing on the other spark plug wire. You know, you have 2 spark plug wires. And if you're not getting fire there, okay, here's the next thing. Your power source, where it plugs in your coil, like on this coil right here, I don't know if you can see it, but the power source, okay, here's where, you know, your 2 plug wires go to. This is a single fire coil. Okay, on the side on these, which is an improvement, you have a plug. You know, it has 3 connections. One of them is a ground. The other 2 are to send independent spark to each of these outlets, where your plug wires go in. Okay, here's how I determined this coil was no good. After it wouldn't put spark to spark plug electrodes, when I plugged an extra spark plug into my wires and turned my engine over, okay, I knew I wasn't getting spark from my coil. But then, that could go all the way back to my ignition coil or my ignition fuse. Okay, so here's what I did. I unplugged the plug that goes to the coil. Okay, and then I took my, with the ignition on the Harley, I touched my test light. It was bright white, very bright white. not faded white or a little, the bulb didn't light up a little, it was bright white. So I knew immediately my coil has failed. My coil has failed. Okay, so you know what I did, I got on Amazon, I ordered me a coil. And this is something else, don't let these crooks take you. When I got on Amazon, here's what happened. The first thing I saw, XL coil for the 2002 Softail, $132, and I thought, golly. And then I found another vendor, they sold the same coil for $79. And the make of that was Fast, F-A-S-T, for $79. And I thought, so I went ahead and put that in my cart. But then I decided, just to be sure, because it had on there measurement, coil 3.5 inches by 2.5 inches. I thought, let me go back out here and take this damn coil off of my Harley, you know, before I click place order or whatever. Alright. So, I took that coil off, I measured it. This one that I have right here, 3.5 inches by 2.5 inches, and you know, and then I compared how, you know, the shape and where the bolt holes are, where it bolts to the, you know, cast iron holder, you know, that holds this on the bottom. And I'm like, yep, that's a fit. But then I thought, let me look and see who made this coil. Okay, I'll look at it. It was hard to see. And what it said is Harley Davidson, and it had 13655/99. So here's what I did. In my search engine, I typed in Harley coil 1365/99. Bingo, guess what happened? It showed a coil just like those XLs and the Fast, $19.95. And I'm like, whoa, whoa. And see, this is the same coil I ordered. I got it for $19.95 off of Amazon. And this coil, see, lasted 38,000 miles on my Harley Softail. So it's got to be the best you could get, or it couldn't have lasted that long, right? 38,000 miles? So why would I pay $132 or $79 when I can get it for $19.95? Plus, this is an original Harley Davidson coil here. Original OEM equipment, you know? And so, you know, it's just education I'm trying to offer. So whether you got a Sportster, a Road King, or, you know, mine falls into the category, my Softail 99 to 2006, big twin camo yoke. You know, but if you've got something else, take the coil off, read the numbers. Don't just go to Amazon and type in Harley coil for 2004 Fat Boy, Softail, or Rocky. Don't do that. Type in Harley coil with those damn numbers. Because see, I would have taken the deal for $79. I already had that in my cart, but I didn't purchase it yet. I would have done that if I hadn't just gone out and taken this coil off and read the numbers on it. Where I got it for $19.95. The shipping, I think, was $5.59. A total of $25.96, about that, you know, or whatever. And so let's see, there's something else I wanted to add here. Come on, let me remember. You know, I just woke up. I'm on my second cup of coffee here. What else was? Oh yeah, I have a multimeter voltmeter. But all of that bullshit is not necessary, because see, you take that 3-prong plug that went into this, 2 of those prongs in that plug are going to have to light that test light up bright, very bright, because it's supposed to be getting a 12-volt feed from your battery to your ignition and the ignition to your coil. So 2 of them, that light is going to have to light up bright. That 3rd prong is your ground. You're not going to get anything on that. But as long as your 2 terminals give you that bright light on this type coil, you're okay to go. You don't need to worry about a multimeter voltmeter. You don't need to worry about that. You know, that's just where these guys, they're going out of the way to do something they don't need to fucking do. You know, I mean, now if my test light would have just been dimly lit, then I would get out my voltmeter. You know, but otherwise, I'm not going to do that. Now, if I got the bulb didn't light on my test light, here's what I would do. I would check the ignition fuse, or if you have a later model bike with fuel injection, you know, you need to check your ECM fuse. But mine is carbureted, there is no ECM fuse, there is just the ignition fuse. Always check fuses first, people. Always check fuses. And if your Harley won't start, always see if it's getting spark first. If it's getting spark, then you know you're not getting gasoline. Okay? It's a very simple process. But there was one guy on here with a Sportster. I feel sorry for him. He wasn't getting any spark. His bike would turn over, his battery was hot, but somebody told him, change your battery. You need a hotter battery. And he had, like, I think a 2006 Sportster 883. I'm like, oh, dumbass. And then from there, let's see, it still wouldn't start, of course. So guess what he does? He changes the ignition module. Those things run between $140 and $300. And of course, it still wouldn't start. You know, the starter would turn the engine over. And I thought, my God, all this was. So at the end of the video, he never figured it out. And he said, well, I just sold the bike. I got tired of messing with it. It must be something serious I can't afford. And I put in the comment, I said, buddy, why, the first thing you should have done, dude, is check your ignition fuse. Second thing, why didn't you ever check your coil? Oh my gosh. Help me. Oh my God, spending all that money. See, that guy, he should have educated. He shouldn't have touched the bike, because he knew how to assemble things or to take screws and bolts off of this mechanical Harley Sportster, but he had no intelligence as far as what he was fucking doing. And, you know, just for that module and that battery, I know that guy spooed out right at $400, but he never checks his damn coil. Oh, please. And he never checks the fuse. People always check your fuses first. And, you know, like if you have fuel injection and you're not getting fuel, check your fuel injector fuse, man. Check your fuses first, people. And then after that, check your lead wires, you know, like I did. See, so I'm able to fix my bike for the call $19.95 in shipping and handling for $25.96. Just as simple as that. Anybody else, they would have bought one of those Excel calls for $132. Some crook in a shop would have bumped it up to $150, lied to them, and probably told them their ignition module was out. They probably would have spent $700. Whereas I spent $25.96. But anyway, good, ride safe, be careful, and remember, whatever stakes you create in life, if you choose to ride your motorcycle like a fool, well then a fool thing can happen to your physical body and or your life, okay? So ride careful, and when I put videos in, it's to help people. If you don't want to listen, fuck it. If you want to listen, I hope I helped you, and I hope I saved you some money. But later, people, and all that good stuff with the cherry on top.